Hey everybody, it's Gina stitching with my bestie. Today is March the 10th. It is Tuesday, and sorry it's been so long since I've filmed, but I've had a lot going on in my life, and so I'm going to tell you all about that. Last time, if you remember, I was going on a retreat with some friends and my sister and my sister-in-law, and we had a great time. We were gone for 5 days. I actually stitched for 5 straight days. I didn't even quilt. You know, it was kind of a quilting, cross stitch, whatever kind of crafting you wanted to do retreat. So I ended up just stitching the whole time. And my sister and I went to Accents. We had a great time. Let me show you real quick what I got when I was there. I mostly just got some fabric. So I'm going to show you that first. And I got... If you remember, I told you I had found these Mary Beale stockings. And there's like 10 of them. And so I've been wanting to stitch them. I had one that I bought like probably around maybe 2005, 6, 7, something like that. And then I found a few more. And I ended up finding out that she had a website where you could actually download the other ones that I couldn't find at a reasonable price. So I have all 10 of them now. So I bought some fabric, and I ended up going with 22 count hair danger. And this is an ivory. So, and some of the colors that they use, it uses all DMC. And so I'll just show you, it's a lot of different colors. So I'll just show you a few of the colors that I'm going to be using for it. So I just thought this would be nice. And I ended up getting a yard. That's all they had. And so they're supposed to be ordering me some more. I'd like to do them all in the same thing. So they're ordering some more hair danger for me to do this on. And I'll do it 2/2 on the hair danger, so it'll make it about 11 count fabric. So I'm excited to get these started and just work on them as I get time, but I haven't really had a chance to do that yet, and I'll tell you why. That's one project. Sorry, I dropped something on the floor. And then the second thing, I had got this pattern here. I know I showed y'all the Weeping Tree sampler, and it's from back in 1994, but I just loved it. So I went ahead and I had all the threads, and it also uses DMC. And so I got, this is, it says Alma. I don't even know what brand that is, but it's called Sand. And I just think it would be so pretty. Let me put this on here so you can see it better. I've been wanting to stitch this sampler forever. I've had this pattern for years. And since back in the 90s, whenever I probably bought it, you know, when it first came out. And so I think this fabric's going to be really pretty with it, with the colors. So... And I do believe this is an even weave. It doesn't look like it's linen. So I'm excited about that one. That's another sampler that I... but the thing I really, really wanted to get was the fabric for A Savior's Praise. And so I will be starting this. And my sister actually is going to stitch this with me, and this is going to be my birthday sampler. My birthday is on the 1st of April, so we're going to start it on the 1st, and my plan is to stitch on it every day in April, and then after that, just work on it. And I would like to maybe finish it by next April. I don't know, you know, if I'll finish it earlier or whatever, but I ended up getting this week's linen to do it on, so I think that's going to be really pretty. And it calls for all DMC, and so I mean, it's a lot of thread, y'all. I mean, this is all the DMC it called for. Well, there is some colors you had to get more than one, but I just think it's so pretty. I'll pull a few of them out so you can kind of see the colors that go with the actual sampler. Instead of putting them all out, I'll just put a few of them out. So there's a few of them. But I'm really looking forward to starting on this on the 1st of April. I've been wanting to stitch this. I bought this last year, maybe in the summer, and I just, you know, haven't started it, and so I decided that I really have been wanting to stitch it, and that would be a great thing to stitch for my birthday. So on April 1st, my sister and I are starting this one. So that's exciting. Oops, I just put all that thread back in the wrong thing. Oh well, I'll figure it out. So that's mostly what I got when I went to Accents. I think I bought a few threads for some other projects, some overdyed, but not too much, mostly just that linen. And then we got home from our retreat on Sunday. I left the day after I filmed last time, from Wednesday through Sunday, and my daughter was really sick, and she lives in Denver, and so I was home late Sunday night, and then Thursday morning my husband and I left to drive to Colorado. It was about a 2-day drive to be with my daughter, and she was in the hospital in the ICU for 2 weeks. So we got there and we spent the week there total, 8 days from leaving and coming home. So we got home last. She's doing better. She's out of the hospital. She's not fully recovered, but she had pneumonia. My daughter has MS, so when she gets sick, it's not, you know, it's really not easy on her body. And so she had pneumonia. So she's doing much better now. She's getting around better. She's went back. She's working from home now a couple days a week. And anyway, so while I was there, I went to the cross-stitch store in Denver, the stitching spot. Is that what it's called? I always call it the wrong thing. I'm so bad about this. Anyway, let me look it up real quick because I feel so bad every time I mention it and I don't mention their, yes, the stitching shop. I want to call it spot for some reason. But I just love this store. I mean, I love it as much as Accents. It's like my LNS when I'm at my daughter's. And the people there are so sweet. They're so helpful. They're just knowledgeable. The lady who owns it, she just runs her business so nicely, and she has an online business. And so, if you are interested in even if you can't go there, you can go online and shop, you know, online with her. And they're just such nice people. I'm trying to see if her website. It's called. It's just stitchingshop.com. And so I really encourage you to check it out. They have so much. I have never seen so much thread. They have brands of thread I don't even think I've heard of. It's just, and their patterns, they've got baskets and baskets, and they have them organized in alphabetical order by designer, so that if you're looking for La-Di-Da or Blackbird, all you have to do is go pull that in alphabetical order, go find it and pull it, and you can go through everything they have that's Blackbird or whatever, heartstring samplers, whatever you want. I just bought a couple of things there. I, of course, got a couple of Blackbird design patterns. I found Mildred's Garden, and I know I'm kind of doing things out of order than I usually do, but this is how it's working out today. And then I also got this one, Remember Me. It's called Ivy Wed. And you know, I had done the sampler for my husband, the Lizzie Kate one, and I'm also working on another one from Heart and Hand And so I thought this would be nice to do as a little grouping, and then I'd like to put a picture of us. Of course, I laughed at my husband. He said, don't put our wedding picture. We don't even look like that anymore. Put one of us more like now so people will realize that's us. I started laughing. It's really true. So I thought I would stitch that one. And let's see. So what I got when I was there is I've been dying to get this and stitch this. And so my husband was with me. He came in and talked to the owner for a few minutes and kind of met everybody. Of course, he likes to joke and make everybody laugh. But when he was in there, I told him about this, and he said, just get it, you know. So it's called His Eyes on the Sparrow by Heartstring Samplery. And I think she's coming out with the one at market this year is called Consider the Lilies, so I'll definitely want to stitch that. This is not a small piece. It's going to take me a long time. My husband was just like, how long is that going to take you to stitch? And I said, I have no idea, but I just love all the little animals and the birds and just everything about this, the house. And so I just plan on working at it. And so I got... they didn't have it called for Picture This Plus Doubloon in 28 count, but they didn't have it. So I ended up getting Cashel Vintage Country Mocha in 28 count, and I just think this is such a beautiful piece of fabric. It really is a beautiful piece of fabric. And so I'm so excited to get started on it. All my thread that I bought while I was there, this isn't just for this project, but it's all mixed up, so I can't show you. I haven't even got it out. That's how tired I've been. We got home last Thursday, and I think this is Tuesday, and I think I may be finally pepping up again. But I had to buy some other threads for some other projects while I was there too. And so I haven't finished kitting this up yet. But I wanted you all to see it because I plan on starting it before my next video. And so y'all will be seeing it started then, and I can show you like all the colors that it's using in the pattern. So that was that. That's really all I bought there was thread and that pattern, those 3 patterns, and that linen. And so real quick, well, I may as well just finish showing you my haul first because I had a few things come in the mail. I found these on Stash Unloading, I think it was, and it was a really good price, so I just went ahead and bought both of them. I've been wanting to get them. And this one is Isabella Ufendel, and this one is Anton Ufendel. I just thought these would be nice, a nice little thing to stitch and have framed the same way and put them up. And then the other thing I got was this one called Something Sweet by Blackbird Design. And I had a couple more things coming in the mail that I haven't got yet that I had ordered. So next I'm going to do my whips, but real quick before I start that, I'm going to tell you that this was the first ornament that I was going to start on. I've been so busy. I was in Colorado. I didn't get to stitch for the whole 8 days I was gone, so I really didn't start on this. I had planned on, when I came home from my retreat, to start on these ornaments, and I didn't. So my plan is this week to start on this. So the next time you see me, I'll definitely have this one finished, and hopefully I've started on my second one because I want to start getting these ornaments stitched for my Christmas tree this coming Christmas. And all right, so next is my whips. I don't have any finishes. I plan on having a finish, but let me show you the first thing and the reason why I don't have a finish. Where is that? Hold on one second because I've left something off that I was supposed to be showing you of my whips. Just one second. This is it right here. Okay, so if you remember, I was working on Blackbird design, and it's the summer, autumn, winter, and I finished the summer, and I'm working on this autumn one right here. And the last time, all I had left, I want to say maybe was the bird and this tree right here. And I planned on having this done, but what happened is, let me take my hoop off so you can see. It's kind of wrinkled because I did not iron anything. I just wanted to get this done because I hadn't filmed in so long. Okay, so what I have left to do is fill in this bird and finish the tree right here. Well, I got a little frustrated because I was working to finish it and I ran out of thread for the bird. I don't know how, because I bought what the pattern said, you know, and I know there's 4 birds, I think it is, and I ran out of the maple syrup. And I looked around and couldn't find any. I finally found some on 123 Stitch. And so that's on order, and I'm waiting for it to come in. But I would have been finished. So when I ran out of that, I got frustrated. I just didn't finish the tree. And then all I have to do is this branch right here is down there, and then do this. And then this is where the next pattern starts, like with, I think, 1 letter of my alphabet. So I'm just going to go ahead this week and start working into the next pattern and finish this here until my thread comes in. My husband just came in. He's like, "Oh no, you're filming." So that's where I'm at on that. I hope to have this as a finish for my 6th finish. And I was hoping to finish it in February, but that's what happened. That's why I didn't. Because I'm trying. I mean, so far I've done 5 finishes, and that was 3 in January and 2 in February. But it'll just have to be a March finish. So that's that. Let me put this back in here where it goes so I don't lose it. Okay, and then this is another thing I got. I actually got another hoop. I ordered a couple more hoops off of, I actually got these off of eBay. And this is a Duchess hoop. I'm really enjoying using these because, like I said, they're so lightweight. I have a Princess one and a Duchess one. And then I have an oval one that I got, and that one is also a Princess one that I'm using. And so I'm really enjoying them because they're small and they're easy to, they're lightweight for my hands. Last time I had started this for my Sunday stitch, and it is Books of the Bible by Big Toe Designs, or by My Big Toe. And I didn't get to stitch on it a lot when I was gone because we got there on Sunday, or was it Saturday? But anyways, when we were at my daughter's, and then when I came home I was tired. So I really have only stitched on it like a couple of times, but this is how far I've gotten. So I have to finish this little leaf part, and I've got this border done to that part. I had stitched Genesis in here last night, and I was like over 2, over 3. I don't know what I was doing. I stitched it in the wrong spot, so I had to tear it all out. But that's okay. At least it was that first word, and I didn't get farther into it and then have to figure out what to do. So I'm really enjoying it. It's really pretty. So that's my Sunday stitch that I'm working on now. And then the other thing I told you I was working on Sundays before I started that was Awake My Soul and Sing. And this is the one I'm doing on 36 count, 1 over 2. So I'm using 1 thread. It's called Awake My Soul by Lottie Da. And I stitched this whole wake, and this bird ended up in the wrong, because I stitched this in the wrong spot, this ended up in the wrong spot, and I didn't realize until I went over here to do this little motif and realized it was in the wrong spot. So I'm in the process of ripping it out, and I have been ripping this out for It's really hard with one stitch, with one thread on 36 count because I'm scared I'm going to tear the linen. So this is where I'm at. I was a little bit farther along, I thought, but so I just have these 2 letters to finish the ripping out and the rest of this bird, and then I can get back to it. But I was really enjoying stitching on it, and I really enjoyed the 36 count. It hasn't been as hard as I thought it was going to be, so that was fun. Alright, what else do I have here? I showed y'all this last time, Rosy Morning, that I had borrowed from somebody by Blackbird, and I had gotten up to this bird right here and did some of the alphabet and then these 2 flowers, and this is where I'm at now. I need to get back to this because I did borrow this from somebody, and I'd like to give it back to her as quickly as possible. And so this is where I'm at. It's kind of wrinkled. So I stitched all this and I worked on that. The problem is, if you look at this, this is a lighter, it's like a light brown, and in the picture, it's like a dark, almost black, dark brown, and I'm really not happy with the color change of the thread. I think that the overdyed is just not the same color, so I think I'm going to pull that out and just choose another one that I like, because I really like the fact that that was so dark. If I didn't care, I would just leave it and use it, but I really liked how dark that urn was, so I only stitched a little bit to see if I liked it, and I really didn't, so I'm going to pull that out and finish stitching that, but I'm really enjoying this. So that's Rosy Morning, and that is a out of print pattern, and that's why somebody lent it to me to stitch. And then I started this. I haven't done too much on it. It's called Spot the Cat by Lottie Da. And all I've done is a little bit of the top border right there. So if you see, I've done that part of the tree and a little bit of the border. So I thought that was really cute. And then the other thing I'm stitching, I'm getting pretty far along with this one. I've had this for a while. I know I've showed y'all this because I started this, I actually started it on orange fabric and I restarted it again. I started this for Stitch Mania last May. And so this is how far I've gotten on it. It's really turning out cute. So I have to finish filling in the flowers. This is his body right here. Put the whiskers on, and then he's got a tail. I think the tail goes right over here. So it's really been a quick stitch. It hasn't taken too long. It's just a lot of white to fill in. But it's been fun. So yeah, so I should have this finished in the next couple of days probably. And then the last thing that I've stitched on was this one here that Tina and I were doing together, Orchard Valley Quilting Bee. And I started on the girl. I hope to be farther along. I had all this done, so all I've done is that. But since I missed a week of stitching, and I didn't bring this with me to Colorado because I really didn't do much stitching at all when I was there. It's just hard when you don't have a light and you don't have everything, you know, and it's not, my grandkids were there with us the whole time, and my daughter came home from the hospital, so we were just, you know, spending family time together, so I didn't do a lot of stitching. So that's so that was all my whips. I'm excited to start my birthday stitching in on the 1st, and I'm hoping to do another video in another week or so and show y'all what I'm working on again. So thanks for joining me. Oh, I forgot. Oh yeah, my giveaway. My 1500 giveaway. I had 5 winners. I was really excited to be able to do this for y'all. So I'm going to go through each pattern and I'll tell you who won. So the first one was this one, the Blue Door Shed. Very pretty. And the winner of this is Denise Marie Ann. That was her YouTube name. So if I call your name, you can just email me at stitchingwithmybestie@gmail.com, and I will get once I get your information, I will mail this out to you. And thank you so much for all the nice comments and advice and things like that. I really enjoy reading y'all's comments, and I appreciate you taking the time to do that. So the second one, we called it Heart, and it was by Hands On Design. And the winner for that was Sandy Walker. So just, email me your address, Sandy. And then the third one was Summer Bird by Heart and Hand. And the winner for this was Missouri Stitcher, which I know her, Mindy. So go ahead and contact me, and I will send this to you. The next one is Little Patriotic Fleam by Loohoo Stitches. And the winner for this was 5 Foot Runt. Very creative YouTube name. And then the very last one was Sugar Plum Fairy by Country Cottage Needleworks. And the winner for this is Julie Wright, W-R-I-G-H-T. Thank you so much, everybody, for subscribing. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, my Instagram is love_to-stitch. And also we have our Facebook group, Stitching with My Bestie. There's a couple questions you have to answer. If you don't answer the questions, I cannot okay you being part of the group. A couple of people didn't answer any of the questions, and so I had to decline them because I have to, I want to know that you know what you're joining. It's about cross stitch or needlework or whatever, but the questions are not hard. They're just 3 little questions. And so, if y'all want to join that, you don't have to be local. We do announce in there our event that we do once a month. Right now, I'm not sure when we're going to do ours in March, because the library that we usually use uses their meeting room for helping people prepare their taxes until the 15th of April. So I'm looking for someplace else to do it, and I will be announcing on there as soon as I find a place under the events to everybody in the group when it's going to be. So if you're interested in coming, definitely go ahead and join. That way you'll get the information, because I'm not sure if I'll be able to film again before we have our next meeting. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your taking time to watch me show all my stuff that I buy and stitch and all that. And y'all have a blessed week. Talk to you later. Bye.